Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. Once again, we were here last weekend for the Turkey Hill Series and Chick-fil-A Cup Series, but obviously they are at Daytona this weekend for their penultimate race of the season. We are here at Gateway for the IndyCar Series penultimate race of the season, and we got ourselves a very, very interesting last two races on the slate here for the Haas IndyCar Series season number 6, 2020 NOFSRL Haas IndyCar Series, I should say. Into this race, Chase Harris is still the points leader, 332 points towards the championship. Nicholas Samadeo, however, has been closing in fast. He is now only 4 points behind Chase Harris. Audra Baranowski's 38 points behind. Garrett Zenor, 40 points behind. Igor Barreto, 44 points behind. Peyton Hamilton, 47 points behind. Owen Miles, 48 points behind. Tristan Allen, 53 points behind. Mitchell Collins, 54 points behind. Marty Johnson, 60 points behind. Mason Brown, 70. Noah Clifton, 70. Nathan Fabian, 71. Luke Rainey, 73. Nathan Stapleton, 87. Even Justin Zeidel still has a shot at the championship, 91 points behind, along with John Andrews, and also 91 points behind. It'd be a big stretch for those guys, but pretty much half of the field still in championship contention mathematically coming into this, I can do the math correctly, 15th race of the season, the Emerson Electric 100K tomorrow night, Saturday night racing here at Gateway. Don't do many Saturday night races on Napa Fan, but we're going to have one here, and this was originally going to be last weekend, but Indianapolis 250 and all this junk, you know, the real Gateway race is going to be this weekend, so that's why we decided to come here. Actually, 2 Gateway races in IndyCar. I'm going to miss both of them because I'm going to be at work. But, hey, IndyCar Real Life tomorrow at 3, and then also again on Sunday. So we're going to be right in the middle of those 2 IndyCar races come Saturday night. But we are definitely looking forward to this event. We are in store for a great race. 2 ovals to close out the season. And obviously, we've seen what's going on in the championship with Chase Harris as of late. Number 79 machine here, currently in the position where he is yet to clock in a time, and he just went up into the 18th position, but we'll have to see if he can improve his time here as the session rolls along. Of course, his championship rival, Nicholas Samadeo, now currently in the 12th position. Audra Baranowskis is 11th. Garrett Zenor and Igor Barreto, a couple of guys who have come on as of late. Zenor is 9th. Barreto is currently in the... well, he's also in a position where he's yet to clock in at time, so we'll have to see what he clocks in later on. But Chase Harris down at 22nd right now. This is going to be a very interesting race because, you know, in testing, it's almost been a bit of a pack race, like a traditional mile-and-a-half race for these guys. But it's still a flat racetrack. It's you know, it runs a lot like a short track, at least in terms of a stock car runs like a short track. But I'm definitely intrigued to see how this is going to play out. Nathan Stapleton has went to the top of the board there in the number 34. Buck Hover is second. Noah Clifton and Max Anderson in the number 3. Our last winner got that race victory at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park is in the 3rd position. Still no signs of Samadeo or Chase Harris in the top 10. As a matter of fact, no signs of Garrett Zenor or even Igor Barreto. So none of the guys top 5 in points currently inside the top 10. A couple guys moving their way up there. John Andrews to 3rd. Peyton Hamilton to 5th. Baranowskis has gone to the 9th position. That's a solid run for her. She won at Pikes Peak, a mile-long racetrack. I think this race is going to play out a little bit differently than Pikes Peak. It's a completely different style of racetrack, but it might play in the Baranowski's favor here this weekend at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Chase Harris up to 17th. Not a bad time for him right now. And the number 79 machine, a solid run so far for the Outer Island Motorsports driver. And especially, too, this is an oval, and all of his wins, except for Lime Rock, which was his first win, have come on ovals. Richmond, Texas, and Kansas. And this is kind of a mix between Richmond and Texas/Kansas. So, gonna be very unique to see what Chase Harris does on the strongest style of racetrack that he is on. Didn't do too well on the road courses, especially as of late. but we'll have to see if he can get a good run. Nicholas Samedeo, definitely a very interesting situation. They're down in 24th. Garrett Zenor, 27th. Audra Baranowskis is right now in a prime position to possibly take advantage of Chase Harris here in the points, because she is really the only guy top 5 right there, along with Peyton Hamilton. Both Baranowskis and Hamilton in good positions right now. As Chase Harris having a little difficulty coming down the pit lane right there. Completely missed it, and is going to have to go back around again. And obviously our qualifying sessions kind of act as practice sessions as well. We don't run any official practice, so these guys, they get their time on the racetrack right here in this 10-minute session. So it's going to be interesting to see if that happens in the race tomorrow night. Nathan Smith just went to 9th. So it's Stapleton, Buck Hover, John Andrews, Peyton Hamilton, Max Anderson, Noah Clifton, Keegan Thompson, Mason Brown, Nathan Smith, Audra Baranowskis, Matt Tuck, Thomas Troxel, Dale Lightning, Nathan Faden, Thomas Lipscomb, Agar Barretto, Francois Chastain, Christian Master, Jordan Lopez, Chase Harris, number 8 machine of Mitchell Collins, Justin Zidell, Andrew Miller, Luke Rainey, Nicholas Samedeo, Tristan Allen, Owen Miles, Garrett Zenor, Davey Johnson, Marty Johnson. Full lineup as of now, but still 3 minutes remaining here in qualifying from Gateway. This could work out in Chase Harris's favor. Obviously, he's lost a lot of points off of simple mistakes. Now, to be fair, at Watkins Glen, the first race was his own mistake, the second race was not. At Canadian Tire and Pikes Peak, they did not have enough fuel in and had to pit on the final lap. A lot of points lost for Chase Harris out of those simple mistakes. I mean, the past 4 races have been absolutely disastrous for Chase Harris. And you got to remember, after Kansas it was either an 80-point lead or a 90-point lead after Kansas when he won that race. And now it's down to 4 points ahead of Nicholas Samedeo. But Samedeo not coming in clutch here in qualifying. We'll have to see if he gets a toe off the number 79 right here and possibly advances his time late in the session. But we have not seen any change up inside the top 10. So it's looking like Nathan Stapleton might hold on to that pole position for American Motorsports. Looking for his second win of the season. And Stapleton, he's 87 points behind Chase Harris. A win and Harris finishing in last would most likely, depending on who gets the points lead, would most likely put Stapleton in championship contention heading in the Pocono. Gotta remember, the finale is not a double points race for us. It's a little bit different than IndyCar. None of the races in the Haas IndyCar Series are double points races. They're all single points races, including the Indianapolis 250. Now, if you're Nicholas Samedeo, who won that race, you probably wish that race was a double points race, because if it was, Samedeo would definitely be the points leader coming into this race. But the thing is, back in 2018, the Indy 250 was a double points race, and Samedeo won that race, and no one else could beat him for the championship because of that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes down. Marty Johnson just went to 9th in the number 75, and Marty's 60 points behind. He could actually go in the Pocono with an opportunity at this Haas IndyCar Series Championship. You know, Chase Harris's monumental fall in the points this season has no doubt opened this championship up behind him. And you do have Nicholas Samedeo right on his tail, but outside of that, Baranowskis, Zenor, Barretto, Hamilton, Miles, Allen, Collins, Johnson, Marty Johnson, that is. Poor old Davey Johnson's not had a good season. He's 27th in points, but it's so many of those guys who are right there looking to strike and steal this championship late in the season. Chase Harris is still 21st. Nicholas Samedeo still 28th. Garrett Zenor still 29th. Audra Baranowskis 11th. That's big right there for Baranowskis to close in the gap, the point of no return, essentially, the elimination number, I should say. That would be 53 points. It's the absolute maximum amount of points you can be. However, if you're trying to break a tie with Chase Harris, you're not going to break it because he's already gotten 4 wins on the season. The only guy who could theoretically do that would be Nicholas Sanbedillo, but if he were to win the next 2 races anyway, he would surpass Chase Harris in the points, and that wouldn't be an issue. And Harris just went to 10th. Chase Harris improved his time up to the 10th position. Sanbedillo still down in 28th. Garrett Tenore still down in 29th. That is big right there, and Chase Harris, the highest driver in this field right now in qualifying, who's top 5 in points. That is going to go a long way towards possibly getting this championship. And obviously, you know, he's lost so many points the past few races, but now he's going to be starting in the 10th position for tomorrow night's Emerson Electric 100K. Nathan Stapleton, Buck Cover, John Andrews, Peyton Hamilton, Max Anderson, Noah Clifton, Keegan Thompson, Mason Brown, Murray Johnson, and Chase Harris. The top 10, and Harris in a great position. If he can execute from that starting position, a great position to possibly go in the Pocono with a sizable points lead. And especially considering the guy who's 4 points behind him, Nicholas Sanbedillo, there qualifying in the 28th position, Garrett Tenore in 29th. We'll have to see how it all goes down. Gonna be tomorrow night at when is it? Tomorrow night or whenever? I don't really know. When is the we have to be, you know, have to have the regular season finale at Daytona to appease the Race Team Alliance 400 tomorrow night. Let's see where we're going with that one. I'm going to check it right here. Depending on when that is, this race is going to probably start about 45 minutes before 7:30. Yikes. So we'll probably go 6:45 tomorrow night, even though it's not even really realistic for this to be a night race at 6:45, because local time for St. Louis is 5:45, and only in the middle of January does it get to be 5:45 and dark outside. But still, you know, this is the only version of Gateway I have. I don't think there's a good version of Gateway in the daytime. So tomorrow night at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time on Napa Fan, Emerson Electric 100K. Obviously, you guys already saw the Valvoline 400 tonight, so we're kind of just done with everything except for IndyCar this week. IndyCar's got its own little space this weekend. Definitely looking forward to see how this all goes down. Nathan Stapleton will be leading us to the green flag in tomorrow night's event. 50 laps here at Gateway for the penultimate race of the season in the Haas IndyCar Series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for the Emerson Electric 100K right over there on NavaFan at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.